enemies of the mind you got to do battle with in the summer. One is pessimism, that tries to get you only to see the negative side. Of course there's the negative side. Life is part negative. What else is new?
If the glass is half empty, it is half empty, you say. Well, I've only been taught to see that it's half full. Well, sure, it's half full, but it's also half empty. I mean, can't you handle that? I mean, that's not too difficult. But here's what pessimism would try to get you to do. Believe that it's only half empty. And when pessimism comes to your mind, you've got to educate pessimism, because pessimism is stupid. Pessimism tries to get you to believe that it's only half empty. You've got to say, pessimism, you've never been to school, too dumb and stupid to know. Of course it's half empty, but it's not only half empty, it's also half full. I'm asking you to be in charge. Be in charge of your own mind. Be in charge of your own destiny. Do battle with your enemy in the summertime. In the summertime, you've got to learn to love like a mother, hate like a father, give life like a mother, nourish, take life like a father. Father says to whatever threatens his family, take 2 or 3 more steps toward this family and threaten them, you'll cease to exist. I'm Father, I kill. Do battle with your enemies. Now it's also possible to love like a father and hate like a mother. I'm not saying that is impossible. Nothing more dangerous than an angry mother. I recently came across an article in a Canadian magazine. It depicted a man with claw marks on his back, his shirt removed, and large teeth marks on his neck. This individual ventured into the woods with his flash camera, where he encountered a mama bear with her cub. Initially finding it cute, he snapped a flash picture. However, Mama Bear took offense to the flash and promptly chased the man, nearly killing him before someone intervened. So, heed the warning of Mama Bear. Now, onto the concept of love and hate, akin to a father and mother respectively. Love like a father, hate like a mother, give life like a mother, take life like a father, or arrange it as you see fit. As long as you nourish your values, family, what's valuable to you, your organization, distributors, and customers. Fulfill your responsibilities, nurture and feed, but also engage in battle against your adversaries. Take up your sword against anything threatening your values. Confront worry and threats head on. Be like your bloodstream. Red corpuscles to nurture like a mother, white corpuscles to combat and eliminate threats like a father. Negative thinking is necessary. Positivity alone won't suffice. Gratitude for white corpuscles, persistently negative, poised to eliminate any threat. They say, show me an infection. I'll eradicate it. Anything endangering this body's future will be met with resistance. Anything seeking to harm this body will be neutralized. I urge you, confront your enemies, whether external or internal. Protect your family, future, and values. Love and nurture, but also engage in battle with whatever opposes you. Draw courage from those who have faced similar battles, who have shared their stories on this stage. They understand the struggle. Take inspiration from them, and in the summer, engage in both battle and nourishment. In the harvest time, take your harvest and all that comes your way with full responsibility. Don't complain. That 4th season, complaining, telling you could ruin all of your chances. Complaining sometimes starts as an infection. If you don't take care of it, it becomes a disease. Do battle with it in the harvest time. Reap your harvest without complaint. It's your crop. You sowed it. You either made the calls or didn't make the calls. You wrote the letters. You didn't write the letters. You were steady or you weren't steady. You did it or you didn't do it. You put together a good day or you didn't put together a good day. Take responsibility when the harvest time finally comes and say, hey, it's my crop. Gotta take responsibility for it. I do not complain. And then, here's the next Do not apologize if you've done well. We offer no apologies when these winners that walked across this stage here go back to their communities. We offer no apology for making the kind of money they make because of the lives they touched and the people that they helped. No telling what would have happened if these people had not touched many people's lives, who touched many people's lives. When you go back to the community, all of you that were winners here, I ask you to go back with no apology because you've done your job well and you've given good hands to everybody you've touched. You deserve all the money. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to be standing before you here to continue talking to you about one of the greatest dangers that we face in our lives, and that's the danger of settling in our comfort zones. It is the enemy of your success. In life, we face a choice between two paths, the path of greatness or the path of mediocrity. The path of greatness demands hard work, dedication, and a relentless pursuit of self-improvement. Conversely, the path of mediocrity offers comfort, safety, and requires minimal effort. However, my friends, it's crucial to understand that the path of mediocrity is perilous. You may wonder, why is it so dangerous? Let me explain. When we settle for mediocrity, we shortchange ourselves. We fail to realize our full potential, neglecting the unique talents and abilities bestowed upon us. Moreover, by embracing mediocrity, we forfeit our opportunity to make a meaningful impact in the world. Each of us possesses distinctive gifts and talents, entrusted to us for the betterment of humanity. It is our duty to utilize these gifts to bring about positive change. Yet, when we opt for mediocrity, we shirk this responsibility, failing to leave a legacy we can be proud of. When we settle for just being okay, we miss out on what we could really achieve. Picture yourself in the future, looking back at your life. Will you feel proud of what you've accomplished? Or will you regret not taking more chances and aiming higher? We've only got one shot at life, so let's not waste it by settling for average. We need to aim for greatness in everything we do, our work, our relationships, our health, and our personal growth. It might not be easy, but the rewards are worth it. Sure, it takes hard work and determination, but when we strive for greatness, we become better versions of ourselves. We inspire others to do the same, creating a ripple effect of success and positivity. So, how do we avoid settling for mediocrity? The first step is to know exactly what we want in life. We need a goal, a reason, and a plan to reach it. Without a clear idea, we'll easily get sidetracked by ordinary things. Next, we should be around people who inspire us to be better. They say we become like the 5 people we spend the most time with. So if we're around folks who settle for average, that's where we'll end up. But if we're with those aiming for greatness, it'll rub off on us. Then, we need to keep pushing ourselves. We can't fear stepping out of our comfort zones and trying new stuff. We've got to be ready to learn and grow, even if we mess up sometimes. Remember what Henry Ford said, "Failure is just a chance to start smarter." Lastly, we must always be striving to improve. We can't be satisfied with where we are now. We should aim to be better today than we were yesterday. This mindset will keep us heading towards greatness and away from settling for average. We live in a world where comfort and security are highly valued. We are taught to play it safe, to stick to what we know, and to avoid taking risks at all costs. But I am here to tell you that this mindset will only lead to mediocrity. If you truly want to achieve greatness, you must be willing to take risks. I'm not talking about reckless and impulsive decisions. I am talking about calculated risks that have the potential to bring about positive change in your life. You see, taking risks is not about being careless. It is about being brave. It is about having the courage to step out of your comfort zone and into the unknown. Think about all the successful people you know. The entrepreneurs, the athletes, the artists, the leaders. What do they all have in common? They were willing to take risks. They were not afraid to fail because they knew that failure is just a stepping stone to success. They understood that without taking risks, they would never reach their full potential. Let me tell you a bit about myself. Back when I was in my early 20s, I worked as a stock clerk in a small store. It was an okay job, but deep down, I felt there was something more out there for me. I wanted to be successful, to make a real impact in the world, so I took a leap of faith. I quit my job and decided to start my own business. Now, that decision was pretty scary at the time, I won't lie. But looking back, it was the best move I ever made. That business I started ended up becoming a multi-million-pound enterprise, and it completely changed my life. If I had played it safe and stayed in my comfortable job, I'd never have experienced the level of success and fulfillment that I do today. Taking that risk was a turning point for me. It taught me so much, pushed me out of my comfort zone, and ultimately brought me to where I am now. Now I get it. Taking risks can be pretty daunting. It means dealing with the possibility of things not going as planned, failure, rejection, disappointment, all that scary stuff. But let me throw this question at you. What's scarier, taking a risk or looking back on your life filled with regrets? Trust me, regrets weigh heavy on the soul. They're what happens when we don't take action, when we shy away from risks. So, how do we shake off the fear of taking risks? Well, first off, it's all about changing our mindset. Instead of seeing risks as something to avoid at all costs, we should view them as opportunities for growth and success. Every risk we take, regardless of the outcome, teaches us something valuable. Next up, preparation is key. Taking risks doesn't mean being reckless. It's about doing your homework, having a solid plan, and being ready to adapt if things don't go as expected. It also means putting in the effort needed to make that risk pay off. Then, there's the people factor. You've heard that saying by Jim Rohn, right? You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Surround yourself with folks who are successful and have a similar mindset. They'll cheer you on and lend a hand when you need it most. Lastly, taking risks isn't a one-off deal. It's an ongoing journey. As we grow and our dreams evolve, so do the risks we need to take. We've got to keep challenging ourselves, stepping out of our comfort zones if we want to keep on growing and reaching our full potential. You know, fear and self-doubt, they're like big barriers standing in the way of our success and happiness. They're like this dark cloud hanging over us, stopping us from reaching our full potential. But the thing is, they're not real. They're just tricks our minds play on us. I've been there myself. Back when I was a young man, I had these grand dreams, but I was always held back by my fears and doubts. I was scared of failing, of not being good enough, and those feelings stopped me from chasing my dreams. But then, I realized that something had to change. I took small steps bit by bit, and slowly but surely, I started to conquer my fears and doubts. Let me tell you, it wasn't easy. It took a ton of hard work and determination, but it was worth it. Because on the other side of fear and self-doubt, there's a whole world of possibilities. So how do we beat fear and self-doubt? Well, here are a few ideas. First, we've got to understand that it's natural to feel scared or unsure when we're faced with something new. But we've also got to remember that these feelings are just that, feelings. They don't define us, and they don't dictate what we're capable of. The next step is to figure out why we're feeling afraid or doubtful. Sometimes it's because of stuff that happened in the past or beliefs we've picked up along the way. We need to challenge these beliefs and ask ourselves if they're really true or just stories we're telling ourselves. By questioning our thoughts, we can start to break free from their hold on us. Another important thing is to surround ourselves with positive and supportive people. The folks we hang out with can really affect how we see things and how we feel about ourselves. So it's important to be around people who believe in us, encourage us, and push us to be our best. But the most crucial step in beating fear and self-doubt is to take action. When we sit around doing nothing, that's when fear and self-doubt take over. They stop us from moving forward. But when we take action, even if it's just a small step. We start to feel more confident. And the more we do, the less power fear and self-doubt have over us. Remember, change is a part of life. It's something we can't avoid. But instead of being scared of it, we should embrace it. Because through change, we grow and become better versions of ourselves. I know that change can be scary. It can be uncomfortable and even painful at times. But let me tell you, the pain of staying the same is far greater than the pain of change. If we resist change, we are essentially resisting growth and progress in our lives. Think about it. If we never changed, we'd still be crawling on our hands and knees as babies. We wouldn't learn to walk, talk, read, or write. We wouldn't experience the wonders of the world, the beauty of nature, or the joy of love. Change is what moves us forward, pushing us to reach our full potential. But why do so many of us resist change? Why do we cling to the familiar, even when it no longer serves us? The answer is simple. Fear. Fear of the unknown, failure, and discomfort. We're creatures of habit, and change disrupts our routines and comfort zones. But let me tell you, fear is just false evidence appearing real. It's an illusion that holds us back from living our best lives. To embrace change, we must change our mindset. We should see change as an opportunity for growth, not a threat. Let go of fear and trust in life's process. Change is the only constant, so why not embrace it and make the most of it? I'm not saying change is easy. It takes courage, determination, and a willingness to step out of our comfort zones. But let me tell you, the rewards of embracing change are huge. When we embrace change, we open ourselves up to new experiences, opportunities, and possibilities. We allow ourselves to learn, grow, and become the best versions of ourselves. Think about some of the most successful people in the world. They didn't get there by staying the same and resisting change. They embraced it, adapted, and evolved. They took risks, faced failures, but they kept moving forward. So, how do we embrace change in our lives? First, identify what needs to change. What areas of your life aren't you satisfied with? What habits hold you back? Then, take action. Acknowledge the need for change and actively pursue it. Start with small, consistent steps. Like a caterpillar becoming a butterfly, change happens gradually. Take one step, then another, and another. Surround yourself with positivity and support. Find mentors or friends who've embraced change successfully. Surround yourself with those who uplift and encourage you. And remember, be kind and patient with yourself. Change takes time, and it's okay to stumble along the way. The key is to keep moving forward. In a society seeking comfort and convenience, real growth and success come from embracing discomfort. Have you ever achieved something great by staying in your comfort zone? Have you ever accomplished your dreams by playing it safe and avoiding discomfort? I doubt it. Discomfort isn't something to fear, it's something to welcome. It shows you're challenging yourself, growing, and pushing your limits. Without discomfort, there's no growth. Think about the gym. When you lift weights, you intentionally make your body uncomfortable. But that discomfort makes your muscles stronger. The same goes for life. Facing discomfort builds your character, mindset, and ability to handle challenges. Socrates once said, "No man has the right to be an amateur in the matter of physical training. It is a shame for a man to grow old without seeing the beauty and strength of which his body is capable." This applies not just to physical training, but also to personal development. We must embrace discomfort as part of our growth. Don't avoid it. Use it to move closer to your goals and dreams. I know what some of you may be thinking. But Jim, discomfort is uncomfortable. Why would I willingly put myself through that? And my answer to that is simple. Because the rewards on the other side of discomfort are far greater than the temporary discomfort itself. When I started my career, I worked as a salesman for a small company. I had a comfortable life with a decent salary, but deep down, I knew I could do more. I had big dreams, yet I hesitated to step out of my comfort zone. Everything changed when I attended a personal development seminar. The speaker challenged us to face our fears and do something that scared us. So, I took a leap. I quit my job and started my own business. It was terrifying, but it turned out to be one of the best decisions I ever made. This move led me to grow, succeed, and find fulfillment I hadn't imagined, all by embracing discomfort. Now, I'm not suggesting you quit your job too, but I am saying, to achieve your dreams, you must step out of your comfort zone. Embrace discomfort as a tool to drive you towards your goals. Discomfort is essential for success. It fuels our journey and pushes us to reach our potential. Without it, we'd stagnate. Some fear discomfort, wishing for success without it. Yet, success and discomfort go hand in hand. You can't have one without the other. So, my challenge to you is to welcome discomfort. Seek it out, embrace it, and use it to your advantage. Take on new challenges with courage. On the other side of discomfort lies growth, success, and fulfillment. Now ask yourself, am I willing to embrace discomfort to achieve my dreams? Remember, discomfort isn't to be feared, it's to be embraced. So, take action now, as Brian Tracy advises, and the rewards will be worth it.